Lots of objectives have been completed and we're making a massive change to this series. First, we'll start off with the change that we're making to the series, guys. I've decided that we're going to scrap the mission part of Mount's mission. It's still Mount's mission to become the best squad in FIFA Ultimate Team. The series is still very much revolving around Mason Mount. However, because the missions kind of stop us progressing at the speed I'd want to, it also stops me playing off camera and getting things updated for you guys. I've decided to scrap the missions. We can now upgrade our team whenever we like. We can now do whatever we want on FIFA Ultimate Team. If I want to go off camera and qualify or get the points to qualify for FUT Champs, then I can do. Yeah, I just think it'll open up the series a little bit more. Let me know what you think down below. With that being said, the first thing we're going to do is head into objectives. There are a lot of objectives. I started on this Path to Glory Ramsey here. Got 4 days left to finish this. I'm not sure if I'll get it done. Actually, you know what? We probably will get it done. I think I've actually done the hardest bits here with the assisting 6 goals and scoring 6 goals. These two are pretty doable. So we could get a nice little Ramsey to use in the future. As for milestones, there's a swap showcase number 2 is now out. We have been grinding through those. We've got a couple of those to do here as well. Nations Dynamic Duos, we've been ticking off things as well. There's going to be a lot of packs, essentially. The main thing we did manage to do is get a Canada player and a Tunisian player and complete these World Cup objectives here. So yeah, we're going to have a lot to do. And we're going to have a fair few more swap tokens as well. So we'll have to see what we want to do with those. And because there's no claim all button, I'm now going to go through and claim each pack individually. And yeah, see you guys in the store in a second. Alongside the packs we've got from objectives and milestones, we've also got some packs in the season progress as well. Jumbo Gold pack, a gold players pack, and that's it for now, but we're getting very close to some decent packs here. Okay, we've got a small total of 20 packs in the store, looking pretty decent. There's some decent packs in here. There's others that are just the World Cup packs. We'll start with the World Cup packs. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about what we've decided to do with the series. I think it's going to open up much more opportunities. I feel like the missions themselves were kind of holding us back a little bit. We weren't really able to make the progress that we really wanted to. We were kind of having to sit back and focus just on grinding out a mission, for example, scoring certain goals with Mason Mount, and it wasn't allowing us to be creative and do lots of different things within this series. Whereas now I'm able to do loads of stuff off camera and I don't feel guilty about not showing you guys stuff like the squad battles where we're grinding out these cards, for example. And stuff like qualifying or getting at least the points to get into FUT Champions, and we can just, you know, grind away and make a lot more progress. It means then you guys get to see the cool part of the content, i.e. opening up packs like this, and also, come on, be a decent player. Is there no lights? No, that is because the player was awful. Yeah, I feel like sometimes you don't get boards in these World Cup ones. You just seem to get just a normal card most of the time. But yeah, I'll be able to grind up to get into stuff like the FUT Champions and stuff like that with this squad, which we wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. It'll also allow us to get the best content from any one promo. So with this current promo, for example, we're currently looking at trying to work our way all the way up to the top of the season progress and get as many swaps as we possibly can. We wouldn't be able to do that if I was only playing on camera and showing you guys what I'm doing. This, by the way, has been an absolute shocker. The World Cup cards we're getting are very poor. At least some of them aren't duplicates and we can add them to our club, but we have not pulled anyone that's going to help out our team like I was hoping we would do. This will be the one, though, hopefully. 80 plus, 3 World Cup players. Is it a walkout? Apparently not. Argentine left back. Jesus Christ. Acuna. Jesus, we're not singing blooming Lion King here. Right, so yeah, we've not really gained from those packs the way I wanted to, the World Cup ones anyway. Looks like we got maybe one more World Cup pack or 2 more. So we can see what we'll get here. Yes, finally, some boards. It's Portugal. It's left back. Ooh, okay. I think we've already got João Cancelo. I'm worried we've already got him. We don't. Happy days. That must be on my other account. We'll get him in. I think we can actually use him in our squad as well, and that would upgrade our squad massively for when we're trying to do division rivals and stuff. We've got a couple of World Cup related stuff here, so let's open up these. No board there, unfortunately. We'll skip past that. I am looking to try and get as many decent players to, a gold pack, to try and upgrade our squad, even if it is for a short amount of time. For example, a lovely Kim Pempe there could go straight into our squad, and I think he'll get full chem. I think. I might be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure he should get full chem, which means we can use him in division rivals and make our team 10 times better than it currently is, if only for a little while, which I think is very decent. We've got to remember, though, these players will disappear come January. Once this promo is over, we completely lose these players and they leave our club forever. So we need to be aware of that and not get too comfortable with them. These gold packs likely to not have much at all. Jose Sarr, actually, it's not too bad from a gold pack, but at least has some consumables and that sort of thing. Now that we can use the market whenever we want, I will be looking to make this a little bit more authentic. This series, we need to get some Chelsea items or some English items for Mason Mount to wear whilst he is playing in this club. We got 14k at the moment, which is a decent coin total. These seem to be tradable, but they're not giving us anything at all. No lights or anything. So it is just a matter of adding things to the club at the moment, unfortunately. Could do with getting a player that's really going to change this series, but I just don't think we're going to get it from these packs. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, but we've grinded out, and all these packs are basically free from playing the game, but we've also got swaps as well, which we'll look at in a minute, and I want to see how many swaps I've got. It could be very interesting. We're building up to the semi-decent packs now. All of these other packs are kind of just fodder to go into the club, really, and we'll probably use them on some simpler SBCs and maybe trade them in upgrade packs and that sort of thing and see what we can get from there. I don't really know what the rest of the focus for this episode is going to be. Ooh, a silver. Is that silver? It is. It's Fabio Carvalho. What a weird card to get out of a two-player pack. I didn't even know you could get silvers in these packs. I wonder what he's actually worth. He's like 3k, 2k. So that's not too bad. We'll put him in. It's an interesting player to have. Maybe we play with the silver team at some point. That'd be cool. 2 players pack again then. Another silver. This cut. That can't be a coincidence. I must be misreading these packs. There's no way that I get 2 silvers in a row from that pack and it not be a thing. Small Electron players pack then. This has a chance of getting something decent. A silver rare again. What is with this? Why am I constantly getting silver players? I don't mind it. It's a bit different at least. It's getting some different players in our club that we might end up using if we try to do like Silver Cup and stuff like that to get some XP. Gold pack then. I think this will have some World Cup players in it potentially. Not a rare, unfortunately. It's just, well, not a board, sorry. We do get 1 World Cup player in there though, which is nice. Let's see if these boys are tradable. They are not. Right, let's have a little look. Who can we get in here? Nothing to write home about, unfortunately. A couple more packs to go then, and we will be finished off with the pack opening part of this episode. 2 rare gold players pack. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to do the prime mixed players pack first. See what we get in here. Nothing. Oh, we're struggling. Packs today have been absolutely shoddy. There's Watkins might get into our team. I can't even remember who's in our team, if I'm honest with you. It feels so long since we played with them. We've got Hugo Lloris. Unfortunately, I do remember we just bought De Gea, so we don't really need Lloris for the time being, unfortunately. But he's at least a player we can use if we need to use a France World Cup team at some point. And the final pack of the day gets us nothing. I feel like we're going to have to try and get some more packs today because that was just not good enough for me. The last thing that could help us is this World Cup pair pick that could potentially help us. Let's see what we get from it. Is it going to be decent? No, we've already got Bonu, so we'll go for Foyth. I think that will actually possibly push us up in our World Cup progress rankings. So if I go into here, it has indeed. It's pushed us up to level 6. So now we're guaranteed to get 80 plus 8 players pack. We're also getting a player pick there. We're getting some good rewards here. Let me know in the comments down below. I've made it to level 6. Do I just get level 6? Or do I get every single level before it as well? Because I don't want to miss out on a 1 of 4 83 plus player pick. I would rather that than the 80 plus 8 player pack, if I'm honest. So let me know in the comments down below. If I get all the way to level 10, do I get all 10 levels worth of rewards? That's kind of the way it reads. but I want to make sure that's the case because I don't really want to push further if I'm going to get worse rewards for it. World Cup swap tokens then, we've currently got 4. I reckon by next episode I could have a fair few more. Let's have a look. So I anticipate we'll have at least 3 more by the next episode, which will put us on 7. What can we get for 7? There's not really much. Well, there's nothing going for 7, should I say. There are a couple of players going for around this mark. However, I want to push up. I want to see if we can get to 8 and potentially get that Ake. I like the look of that Ake, or go for 10 and get the 84 times 20 pack. I don't think we're going to be able to get much higher than that, if I'm honest with you, but that would be a cool pack to get if we can get it. I'm looking through the players that we've received recently that are World Cup ones. They're temporary by all means, but we can use them in our squad whilst we do division rivals. And looking at it, the ones that we've managed to pick up arguably don't actually get in our team. I'm just going to take a look at Bruno now because he might get in ahead of Fred potentially. But even then, that's a push because Fred is particularly good. He's actually massively overpowered in this game, so I quite like using him. So yeah, we don't really have anything else to go in. Edison arguably should start over De Gea at the moment for the time being potentially, so we can pop him in. But apart from that, we don't really have any players that I'm like, they need to play. Potentially Phil Foden, Kyle Walker as well. Okay, we're starting to find a couple. Thing is, Wilfried Zaha has been playing pretty incredibly at the moment, so I don't really want to put him out of the team for Foden. I have put Kyle Walker in there for the time being. We really needed a very good centre-back, and we haven't got that. We have got Kimpembe. Let's see if he does get chemistry, actually. Even though he doesn't particularly link with these guys. He doesn't. No, there needs to be World Cup players to get chem by the looks of it. In fact, Edison has literally 0 chem, so we won't be using him. Kyle Walker's got next to no chem either. It's because he doesn't link to his club. He links to the fact that he's international. I think this is what we'll go with for now. I just want to do something a bit different. So I've put some different players in here. Kimpembe's playing. Kyle Walker's playing. Bruno's in there as well. João Cancelo, Foden and Edison in goal. If I change just Edison to there, does that make a massive difference? It doesn't. I'll go with a full chem keeper as opposed to a dodgy chem keeper, thanks. But yeah, gets us 32 chem. It's only Kimpembe that's actually struggling. If I was to change him out back for Konate, I do then get full chem. So yeah, I'll probably do that. But that's at least a couple of different players in there we don't usually get to use. And I hope that that makes a bit of an improvement to our overall squad. I've also played around a little bit with our custom tactics just to make this team a little bit different, because when I'm in the normal formation, I do struggle a little bit. So we've gone for a 4-2-2 formation for when we're in game. We'll see how that goes. Even though we are removing the missions and we are able to use the transfer market whenever we want, I still want you guys to be a massive part of when we use the transfer market. So I want you guys to let me know what players you want me to sign, or maybe you want me to do some chem styles or some position change. Let me know in the comments down below. What changes do you want to see in this team in the long run? Come on then, the boys are in a new formation. Can we make it count? Here comes Erling Haaland. His first real chance to open his legs and get in behind the defence is saved by Ramsdale. Oh, what? How have you given that? He's lost the ball. Oh my days, some of the times you give away penalties on this game is ridiculous. He's gone down the middle. Oh my god, we're 1-0 down and that's atrocious. Here's Erling Haaland. Can he score? Ball across. Foden, how have you missed? Foden, how have you missed? No. What is Akanji doing? I've jumped away from... I'm really quite angry. What is that? How is this getting worse? Haaland! Ramsdale saves again. It's half time. We are struggling. Big time. Yeah. This isn't how I wanted this to go. Haaland into Adama Traore. Yes, lovely stuff. Foden scores. He brought his keeper out, which is pretty stupid. We stayed calm. We got the goal. Adama Traore over to Haaland. Oh my god, how has he missed? Everyone else's Haaland puts that in the back of the net, by the way. Here's Mason Mount looking for a player in the box. Can only put a ball all the way up to Foden. Plays it inside. Adama Traore scores and makes it 2-2. Come on, we're back in. Here's Mason Mount. I'm looking back stick for Erling Haaland. No way has he got his head to that. I feel like we're not really using Haaland the way he's meant to be used. I think we're going to have to think carefully about our tactics. In fact, something I'm noticing is he's doing this a lot. He's dropping into midfield. I don't know whether that's because I've got him on like balanced defensive. I don't really know. We need him to like stay up whilst we're attacking and make sure he's always in this position to maybe hit the target and score a goal. Oh, it's a lovely ball by Mount into Haaland. How is my Haaland this bad? This guy literally scores goals for fun in real life and whenever I come up against him in FIFA. Oh no, we could be in trouble. Phil Foden's in. Luckily, his shooting isn't much better than mine. Kyle Walker on a mazy run here. Kyle Walker plays it into Mason Mount. Puts a nice ball into the box. It's Zaha who's just come on. Oh, Haaland, no way. How have we missed? Mason Mount in down the right-hand side again. I can see players in the box. Zaha's one of them. Can't quite get there. Where is Haaland in that position, though? Haaland should be front and centre, furthest man forward, ready to score. Why is he nowhere to be seen in the box? It's Fred. He's won the ball back in a great position. Fred in the 92nd minute. Fred is our winner. Should he be starting every game? I think he blinking should. Bruno's not been great, to be fair. I think Fred coming in for Bruno next game is a must. So there we go. We managed to get a very hard-fought win. We came from 2-0 down, in fact. That was an absolutely great performance. And can I get my words out? Qualification points-wise, we are now only about 90-ish away from getting qualification. So, you know what? It's coming pretty soon. Thing is, I want to make 2 changes, right? I want to bring in Zaha and Fred, but as soon as you do that, you lose chem on Walker and Cancelo, so I can't use Walker or Cancelo. I need to go back to using Robertson and James, otherwise it just doesn't work, which is a bit annoying. I wish these guys were able to join our club and be a bit more involved in the gameplay than just a card that I use for friendlies. Like, I'd love to be able to have a stacked team for the next month or so, but it's just not possible. So it looks like we'll be going into our next game with what looks to be pretty much the team that we'll be using anyway. Because if we can't get these guys in with decent chem playing the players that we want to play, there's really no point. Going to the next game as well, we've also done some changes to some more formations to try out, so fingers crossed we'll find one that fits. So now we're starting in a 4-4-1-1, which just puts Mason Mount in behind Haaland, and we'll see if this works any better. Instantly, I'm seeing runs from Mason Mount. Haaland and him are working much better. I also put some instructions on Haaland to make him stay forward and not come back and defend. Look at his Haaland. His Haaland's an absolute monster. No way. How has he scored? His player is the wrong side of the ball. Has managed to... I just have no words. I have no words. Yes, now we're putting balls in the box and Haaland is there to receive it. We can make a difference here. It's learning the tactics of FIFA. I like it. Yes. No, oh, for God's sake, Haaland. You got to finish those. Robertson. What a ball over to Haaland. Do something, Haaland! The keeper just left it. Haaland through to Mason Mount. This partnership is working well. We just can't put the ball in the back of the net. But we have. Haaland's got the equaliser. Game on. No way. Akanji, you've not just given the ball back to Anthony there. What is with my defence at the moment? I know that is the next place to upgrade the team, but still, I feel like it should be performing better than this. Haaland into Mount. This is a partnership. We've put them in a formation now that they're actually playing well. Mason Mount just in behind Haaland could be the answer we needed. Here's Mason Mount again. Oh, it's a good bit of defending that. Here is Zaha, sorry. I nearly said Fred. Into Mount. How has he not scored? I could have scored that. Here's Adama. Into Mason Mount. He's got to score. He's got to score. How is he not? Oh, no way has he got through. David De Gea, take a bow. Here is Mason Mount. I'm looking for someone to give this ball to. Oh, there's no one there. Oh, there is. It's Fred. How has he not scored, man? This has got to be the sweatiest game of rivals ever. Come on, we need a Mount and Haaland masterclass in this second half. Adama Traore. Can he find anyone? He finds Haaland, who finishes it and makes it 3-1. Happy days. That should be all it takes now to get through this tie. Oh, Fred's won the ball back well. Finds your boy Mason Mount, who can't get it past Lloris again. Haaland's in. Finds Mason Mount, who does a cheeky little finish to make it 4-1. Hopefully that's enough now. I feel comfortable. Mason Mount is in. Can he finish it off? Mason Mount, yes, he finally scores past Lloris. I know he got a tap in, but Lloris wasn't there for the tap in. And there we go. We get the rage quit. He is gone. I finally think we might have found a formation that actually works with Haaland and Mount. We are now only 46 points away from being able to qualify for FUT Champs as well. The only thing I didn't like in that formation, I will show you guys now, is in this formation here, the wingers weren't pushing on far enough. Is there a formation just like that one that also pushes the wingers on a little bit further? This one maybe? Potentially. So I've had a little bit of a play. I've got these guys basically on the same thing they were before, so I'm hoping that'll work for Mount and Haaland. But I've also said for Zaha and Traore to get themselves in the box for crosses. Hopefully that means when we go forward, they'll just push up the pitch a little bit more. They weren't great last game. They went a little bit amiss, really. What I want is Adama Traore to be making runs in behind. Can we do that? Is that a thing? No. We don't seem to be able to choose what runs those guys make. Maybe because they're not being classed as forwards? Is it maybe this that I'm looking for? This formation here would class them as wingers, wouldn't it? Yeah, so now I can make runs, look. I can make runs. I'm going to put these guys, the wide players, on getting behind. So that should be it. Now the changes that I've made to Mount and Haaland should allow this formation, which is actually our original formation, to work a bit better. So with our push to FUT Champions coming up, hopefully we've now got a team that are going to play in the right way. That is it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed, hit a massive thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new with your notifications turned on so you know when a video is going to go live. And I'll see you in the next one.